It's fitting that NBA 2K11 prominently features Michael Jordan. After all, his airness is the greatest basketball player of all time, and NBA 2K11 is the greatest basketball game ever made. The amount of work put into 2K11 is staggering, perfectly recreating Jordan's historic games, streamlining the controls, making teams play like they do in real life, creating the best trading logic ever in a franchise mode, adding dynamic commentary. This is one of the most incredible year-over-year improvements of a game imaginable. Jordan's greatest games are legendary, and you get to relive them in NBA 2K11. 10 of MJ's best moments are playable in the Jordan Challenges. Can you drop 6 trays in the first half against Drexler and the Trailblazers to earn the Jordan Shrug? Or drop 55 on the Knicks in Jordan's return from retirement? Each of these 10 memorable moments is recreated with a surprising level of detail. The Jordan Challenges don't just give you an appreciation of number 23's greatness, but the quality of teams that he went up against. Magic, Ewing, Dominique, they play as they did in their prime. 2K went so far as to put in the plays the teams ran in those games. It's an amazing testament to the golden age of the NBA. The quality presentation continues outside of the Jordan-specific elements. There's a slick halftime show that accurately sums up the game, and a really hot player of the game presentation when the final buzzer sounds. And most of the NBA has been accurately captured. There are hundreds of unique animations for players, and some spot-on player faces. Sure, there are a few mishaps. Don Nelson looks like a melted marshmallow, and Kobe looks like an alien, but the good far outpaces the bad. Add to this dynamic crowds that slowly fill during the first quarter, and you have an all-around rock-solid presentation that feels like the real deal. This game is no joke. The AI has been upgraded even on the lower difficulties. These guys are ball hawks and will snatch errant outlet passes, clog the passing lanes, and make it tough to get the ball inside. And if your defense isn't solid, you're gonna get posterized. The level of challenge is necessary in order for NBA 2K11 to pull off its greatest feat, making a game play exactly like the real thing. Players make proper defensive switches, key on mismatches on offense, and generally bring it all 4 quarters. Playing against the Lakers feels different than playing against the Heat, not just because of the players, but because of the way these two teams play. Also improved are the basic control mechanics. There have been a ton of tweaks and even a simplification of things like ISO motion, but the basic gist of it is this. You now have one-to-one control over every movement, and you won't find yourself making moves you didn't intend to make. The days of easily shaking a defender out of his shoes and dunking on every play are gone, but the level of control is outstanding. There are still a few bugs out there and times when the AI will do weird things. 99% of the time, NBA 2K11 plays like a dream. 2 returning modes to NBA 2K11 have seen some improvements. The Association mode has a stylish new look and, more importantly, working trade AI. The virtual GMs build teams based on their coach's style and are smart enough not to trade their best players for some scrub. 3-team trades are in, and free agents have different motivations for signing, so you can't just throw money at everyone and expect to earn their John Hancock. And lastly, there's My Player. And I say lastly since it's really the one mode that isn't up to snuff. There have been a number of improvements this year, including tracking of fan support for your created player. There's a lot of work to be done to make My Player great. It takes far too long to get your player to the NBA, and even longer still to get him some decent skills. I want to play as a young stud in the NBA, not as an extra in a shoe commercial. NBA 2K11 is a love letter to basketball fans. If you don't follow hoops, a lot of the subtleties will be lost on you. But if you know where amazing happens, this is going to be one incredible experience. The stuff with Jordan is reason enough to pick up NBA 2K11, and you get a whole lot more to go with that. This isn't just the best basketball game ever, it's the best sports game of this generation.